Hey folks, welcome into Trucking and here to the Ram booth at the SEMA show 2025, and I got some cool stuff to show you, starting with this thing right here. That is the Dude Ram 1500 concept, and it is of course a Ram 1500 street truck, but the Dude package was something from Ram's history. It's something that Dodge used to offer, and so they brought that name back. Now, unlike some of the concepts here at SEMA, which can be absolutely wild and crazy, this looks like something that Ram could start selling tomorrow. It has a suspension lowering kit on it, so it is sitting closer to the ground. It's getting these custom ground effects down here around the body. Of course, those custom Dude decals right there, which are pretty cool, and those black stripes. Around the back, same thing, you get that blacked out tailgate. And you can just get a sense, hopefully, for the amount that this truck has been lowered. It has such a cool stance, just the way it sits. It's very obvious. Now, under the hood, it's packing the Hemi V8. They've put a cold air intake on it, so it's got a little bit of extra power, but still just a stock Hemi. There's your symbol of protest badge that is now coming on all of these trucks. It's pretty cool, and you know what? There is definitely a rise in street trucks that are coming to market right now. It does seem to be a trend that's coming back. I'm not going to say we're getting away from off-road trucks, but these brands are saying, you know what? We used to build some really cool looking street trucks. Why don't we do it again? And this is just another example of that. Now we can take a quick look inside. Pretty much the same. You are getting some different accent stitching in there, which is pretty cool. And the hat holder up there on the dash, which is neat. So yeah, guys, that's the Ram 1500 Dude concept, but there is a few other things I want to show you here in the Mopar booth from SEMA, so let's go take a look. Yes, here's the next most exciting Ram in the booth, at least in my opinion, and that's because Ram is going back to NASCAR. This is the truck that's going to run in the Craftsman Truck Series. It looks awesome, and it's cool that Ram is getting back into NASCAR. Actually, a lot of what Ram is doing right now is just looking at the past and things that used to work for them and going back to them. Reintroducing the Hemi is the first example, and now getting back into truck racing. So yeah, stay tuned real soon because this thing is going to be out on the track competing in the Craftsman Truck Series. But that's not all that's here in the Ram booth. Let's keep walking around. This thing is pretty sweet too. That's a 1987 Dodge Ram D150, but that's certainly not a stock powertrain. That is a brand new 3-liter inline-6 Hurricane engine that has been tuned. This thing is putting 800 horsepower to the wheels and over 740 pound-feet of torque down. This is the current fastest Hurricane-powered vehicle anywhere with a 9.004 quarter mile. Yeah, how cool to have the old body style with that new engine running insane quarter mile times. You can check out the specs here for yourself. This thing is really neat. Now let's check out the interior. Of course, that's all custom with the race seats. You are getting a roll cage too. Comes up into the cab right there. Fuel cell back there in the bed. And I just love that they left the finish like this. You got some real patina on this truck. They didn't make it pretty, but they did make it fast. That's pretty cool. Let's go see what else we can find in the Ram booth. And now we can take a look at this. This is the Jeep Gladiator Honcho. This is one of the Easter Jeep Safari concepts that Jeep built this year. So we've got a bunch of them here. That's about it for cool new Rams, but yeah, there's a bunch of cool new Jeeps here, so I want to show you them. And you can already see the neatest part of the Honcho, it's a two-door. It's the only two-door Gladiator you're gonna find because you can't buy them like this, but man, does this thing ever look good as a regular cab. This is something that I think would actually probably sell okay if Jeep brought it out. As an off-roader too, this thing would be epic. So yes, love this two-door Gladiator Honcho. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And let me show you some of these other Easter Jeep concepts. Now this isn't a Gladiator, this is the Jeep Wrangler Blueprint concept. Kind of a fun idea here. Every single one of these accessory parts has a QR code on it, so as you walk by you can scan it and you can look up those parts, and every part with the QR code is something available to buy right now from Mopar. So this is one of these vehicles where, yes, you could actually go to a Jeep dealership and get a Wrangler that looks just like this right out of the dealership. That is pretty cool. Now right next door we have another Jeep Honcho concept. This thing doesn't have the two doors like the other one, it's the full body, but some massive tires. Love those wheels there too. And then of course the classic styling. This thing looks so cool. Let's take a peek in the bed here. They've got the decked bed system in there, so you got storage. A real beefy bar up and around your bed there too. That's pretty cool. These Easter Jeep Safari concepts are neat, and just like SEMA, Jeep uses the Easter Jeep Safari as an excuse to put together some wild stuff and then get feedback from its customers, and that's what all of these are all about. Now there's just one more thing I want to show you. And yes, it's a minivan. This is the Pacifica Grizzly Peak concept, and again showing you what you can do with the minivan with, you know, a little bit of a lift and some big old tires on it. It actually does look pretty cool in my opinion. Now they also went, of course, for the full roof rack. You got your recovery boards up there and a spare tire, plus some nice lights tucked into the front of it. Some nice looking seats inside, although interior appears to be pretty much stock here. But still, you know, obviously the lack of ground clearance isn't ideal for off-roading. But can you think of a better overland vehicle for packing in a bunch of people and stuff? I certainly can't. So that's pretty neat that Chrysler went ahead and made an overlander out of the Pacifica. And with that, folks, we're coming to the end of this video. Now, like usual, let Ram and Jeep know down in the comments what you think of all of these vehicles you've seen, because they are paying attention. They use SEMA to figure out what is going to actually come into production. So if you like something like this dude trim, yeah, go down there and let them know. I think the body kit looks really cool. It's a great color. And that symbol of protest badge, of course, this isn't concept. This comes on the stock Rams now too, with the new V8 or the new old V8. I think it's one of the coolest badges going on any vehicle. So yeah, drop in the comments. Let me and let Ram know what you think. As always, while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hey, hit join, become a member of Truck King, and then come right back here to the channel, see what we're testing next. See ya.